Okay, artists, we are going to be starting your cup weaving, and to start your cup weaving you're going to be starting with a black piece of yarn. Now this is on purpose. It's so that you can easily see your over-under pattern at the bottom. Once you finish using your black piece of yarn, you can start using any color that you want and attaching those colors together using that double slip knot that we'll practice in just a moment. Now, to start your weaving, you have already cut your loom. So we measured and cut what are the warp threads or warp sections of your loom. What you're going to do now is take your black yarn. We're going to tie that slip knot. Pull gently. I don't want that knot to be really tiny, and here's why. You can start on any one of your open slots on your cup. I'm going to take my knot, I'm going to slide it in to that cup, and I want to make sure that the knot is on the inside. And then just like as if I was flossing my teeth, you know, because I want good dental hygiene, I'm going to slide that knot all the way down to the bottom of my cup. Now if I give it a little tug, the knot that I just tied, is going to keep my yarn from sliding out of that slot. So now, just like we did on our weavings, either paper or using yarn, you are going to follow the over under tabby weave pattern, except you're going to be going over and under your paper tabs that you cut for yourself. So check it out. My first tab, I'm going to go over. Then to go under, I just kind of wrap it around behind, give it a little tug. Again, remember I'm flousing teeth. So there's over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, and over. Now, the cool thing for you guys is that you don't ever have to stop going over, under. Because of the way that we cut our cup, you're just going to keep following that weaving pattern. And what you're going to notice is that each time you go around, another tab of your cup loom is going to start being covered with that yarn. So go over, under. Again, I'm using my fingernails to kind of pull that yarn down towards the bottom. Over, under. All right, so I'm just going to keep on going with my black yarn here. All right, so when you get to this point, when you have a piece about this long, you're going to stop. You're going to see that my yarn is pretty spread out. I don't actually want it to look like that, so I'm going to put my hand on the inside, and then using both hands, I'm going to push down using my fingernails or my fingertips. I'm going to push down on that yarn to get those colors, or those rows I should say, to start covering my cup. Because you remember on this cup you can't see the actual cup itself except for at the bottom and the top, and that's because I went back and very carefully slid my yarn pieces together. Alright, so what do I do when I start running out of yarn? This is where you're going to use your double slip knot. A double slip knot. All you do, line up the end of your yarn, make sure those tails are about the same length. I like to hold the yarn in my hand. I'm going to wrap it around my finger, slip those two pieces, those two tails under, and gently pull. Remember, I don't need to pull very hard. in order to get that knot to stay. And now I'm just going to keep on weaving, going over and under and over with my yarn. Now you can see here that the knot is sticking on the outside. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is gently slide using my fingers that yarn, and then use my fingers to push that knot to the inside of my cup. And like magic, hey, check it out. Because I tied that double slip knot, I now have red yarn attached to my black yarn. Now I'm going to keep on going. So you may find, guys, that it is helpful to hold your cup up like this and use your fingers to kind of open those doors. You can see I'm using my finger to kind of pull it open, double checking that I'm going over and under, and keep on going. All right, before I tie my double loop knot again, or double slip knot, I'm going to use my fingers to push down on the yarn, make that white cup disappear. It's looking pretty good. Now it's time for me to attach my next color using some green, using complementary colors, red and green. So I'm going to wrap, flip under, gently pull, keep on weaving. Lucky me that time. The knot was already in the middle. All right, guys, so I'm just going to keep on weaving. In and out, back and forth, over and under, until my cup doesn't look like a cup anymore. It looks like a basket. All right. There we go. There's that pattern starting to appear.